Missouri is a doubly landlocked state in the Midwestern region of the United States. Ranking 21st in land area, it borders Iowa to the north, Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee to the east, Arkansas to the south, and Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska to the west. In the south are the Ozarks, a forested highland providing timber, minerals, and recreation. The Missouri River, after which the state is named, flows through the center and into the Mississippi River, which makes up the eastern border. With over 6 million residents, it is the 18th most populous state of the country. The largest urban areas are St. Louis, Kansas City, Springfield, and Columbia. The capital is Jefferson City. Humans have inhabited present-day Missouri for at least 12,000 years. The Mississippian culture, which emerged in the 9th century, built cities and mounds before declining in the 14th century. The indigenous Osage and Missouri nations inhabited the area when European people arrived in the 17th century. The French incorporated the territory into Louisiana, founding Ste. Genevieve in 1735 and St. Louis in 1764. After a brief period of Spanish rule, the United States acquired Missouri as part of the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. Americans from the upland South rushed into the new Missouri Territory. Missouri played a central role in the westward expansion of the United States. Missouri was admitted as a slave state as part of the Missouri Compromise of 1820. As a border state, Missouri's role in the American Civil War was complex, and it was subject to rival governments, raids, and guerrilla warfare. After the war, both Greater St. Louis and the Kansas City metropolitan area became centers of industrialization and business. Today the state is divided into 114 counties and the independent city of St. Louis. Missouri has been called the Mother of the West, the Cave State, and the Show Me State. Its culture blends elements of the Midwestern and Southern United States. It is the birthplace of the musical genres ragtime, Kansas City jazz, and St. Louis blues. The well-known Kansas City-style barbecue and the lesser-known St. Louis-style barbecue can be found across the state and beyond. Missouri is a major center of beer brewing and has some of the most permissive alcohol laws in the U.S. It is home to Anheuser-Busch, the world's largest beer producer, and produces an eponymous wine produced in the Missouri Rhineland and Ozarks. Outside the state's major cities, popular tourist destinations include the Lake of the Ozarks, Table Rock Lake, and Branson. Some of the largest companies based in the state include Cerner, Express Scripts, Monsanto, Emerson Electric, Edward Jones, H&R Block, Wells Fargo Advisors, Centene Corporation, and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Well-known universities in Missouri include the University of Missouri, St. Louis University, and Washington University in St. Louis. The eastern bluebird is a small North American migratory thrush found in open woodlands, farmlands, and orchards. The bright blue breeding plumage of the male, easily observed on a wire or open perch, makes the species a favorite of birders. Crataegus punctata is a species of hawthorn known by the common names dotted hawthorn or white haw that is native to most of the eastern United States and eastern Canada. While some sources claim it is the state flower of Missouri, the actual legislation does not identify an exact species. The flowering dogwood Cornus florida is a flowering tree native to eastern North America and northern Mexico. It's also known as boxwood and cornel. The flowering dogwood is a popular ornamental tree, often used to represent spring and renewal. It's the state tree of Missouri and Virginia and has been planted in gardens, parks, and public spaces throughout the United States. The flowering dogwood has white flowers that bloom mid-April to mid-May. There are 114 counties and one independent city in the U.S. state of Missouri. Following the Louisiana Purchase and the admittance of Louisiana into the United States in 1812, 5 counties were formed out of the Missouri Territory at the First General Assembly: Cape Girardeau, New Madrid, St. Charles, St. Louis, and Ste. Genevieve. Most subsequent counties were apportioned from these 5 original counties. 6 more counties were added through the 1836 plat purchase, the acquired lands of which formed the northwest tip of the state and consisted of Andrew, Atchison, Buchanan, Holt, Nottoway, and Platte counties. In Missouri, the county level of government comes between those of the city and the state. Its primary responsibilities include maintaining roads, providing security, prosecuting criminals, and collecting taxes. Elected officials at this level include a sheriff, prosecuting attorney, and assessor. Most of the counties in Missouri are named after politicians. One such county, Cass, was originally named Van Buren County after President Martin Van Buren and was changed to its present name in support of Van Buren's Democratic opponent Lewis Cass during the presidential election of 1848. Other counties are named after war heroes, natural resources explorers, and former U.S. territories. The city of St. Louis is an independent city and is not within the limits of a county. Its residents voted to secede from St. Louis County in 1876. Throughout the United States, St. Louis is one of 3 independent cities outside the state of Virginia. The other 2 are Baltimore, Maryland, and Carson City, Nevada. Population figures are based on the 2023 census estimate. According to that census estimate, the population of Missouri is 6,196,156, an increase of 0.7% from 2020. The average population of Missouri's counties is 53,880. St. Louis County is the most populous, 987,059, and Worth County is the least, 1,907. The average land area is 599 square miles and 1,550 square kilometers. The largest county is Texas County, 1,179 square miles and 3,054 square kilometers, and the smallest is St. Louis City, 61.9 square miles and 160 square kilometers. The Federal Information Processing Standard FIPS is used by the U.S. government to uniquely identify counties and is provided for each entry. These codes link to the United States Census Bureau's quick facts for each county. To distinguish from counties in other states, one must use Missouri's FIPS code 29. For example, Adair County's unique nationwide identifier is 29001.
Top 10 largest cities in Missouri.
Number 10, Blue Springs, Missouri. Blue Springs is a city in Jackson County, in the U.S. state of Missouri. Blue Springs is located 19 miles 31 kilometers east of Kansas City. It is the 8th largest city in the Kansas City metropolitan area and 10th largest city in the state of Missouri. As of the 2020 census, the population was 58,604. Number 9, St. Joseph, Missouri. St. Joseph is a city in Andrew and Buchanan counties and the county seat of Buchanan County, Missouri, United States. Located on the Missouri River, it is the principal city of the St. Joseph Metropolitan Statistical Area, which includes Buchanan, Andrew, and DeKalb counties in Missouri and Donovan County, Kansas. As of the 2020 census, St. Joseph had a total population of 72,473, making it the 8th most populous city in the state and the 3rd most populous in northwest Missouri. St. Joseph is located roughly 30 miles north of the Kansas City, Missouri, city limits and approximately 125 miles and 201 kilometers south of Omaha, Nebraska. The city was named after the town's founder Joseph Robidoux and the biblical St. Joseph. St. Joseph is home to Missouri Western State University. In the 19th century, it was the death place of American outlaw Jesse James. It was also the starting point of the Pony Express serving the West. Number 8, St. Charles, Missouri. St. Charles, commonly abbreviated St. Charles, is a city in and the county seat of St. Charles County, Missouri, United States. The population was 70,493 at the 2020 census, making St. Charles the 9th most populous city in Missouri. Situated on the Missouri River, St. Charles is a northwestern suburb of St. Louis. The city was founded circa 1769 as Les Petites Cités, or the Little Hills in French, by Louis Blanchette, a French-Canadian fur trader. This former French area west of the Mississippi River was nominally ruled by Spain following France's defeat in the 7 Years' War. France had ceded its eastern territories to Great Britain. St. Charles is the 3rd oldest city in Missouri. For a time, it played a significant role as a river port in the United States' westward expansion, including trade with Native American tribes on the upper Missouri River. It was the starting point of the Boone's Lick Road to the Boone's Lick. St. Charles was settled primarily by French-speaking colonists from Canada in its early days. In 1804, the Lewis and Clark expedition considered this settlement the last civilized stop before they headed upriver to explore the western territory that the United States acquired from France in the Louisiana Purchase. The city served as the first Missouri capital from 1821 to 1826. It is the site of the St. Rose Philippine Duchess Shrine. Number 7, O'Fallon, Missouri. O'Fallon is a city in St. Charles County, Missouri, United States. It is part of the St. Louis Metropolitan Statistical Area, located along Interstate 64 and 70 between Lake St. Louis and St. Peters. As of the 2020 census, O'Fallon had a population of 91,316, making it the most populous suburb of St. Louis, as well as the most populous municipality in St. Charles County and the 7th most populous in Missouri. O'Fallon's namesake in St. Clair County, Illinois, is also part of the St. Louis region. The two cities are one of the few pairs of same-named municipalities to be part of the same metro area. Number 6. Lee's Summit, Missouri. Lee's Summit is a city in the U.S. state of Missouri and is a suburb in the Kansas City metropolitan area. It resides in Jackson County predominantly as well as Cass County. As of the 2020 census, its population was 101,108, making it the sixth most populous city in both Missouri and the Kansas City metropolitan area. The city is the largest non-independent city by population in the state of Missouri to not hold a county seat status. Number 5. Independence, Missouri. Independence is the 5th most populous city in Missouri, United States, and the county seat of Jackson County. Independence is a satellite city of Kansas City, Missouri, and is the largest suburb on the Missouri side of the Kansas City metropolitan area. In 2020, it had a total population of 123,011. Independence is known as the Queen City of the Trails because it was a point of departure for the California, Oregon, and Santa Fe trails. It is the hometown of U.S. President Harry S. Truman, with the Truman Presidential Library and Museum, and the grave sites of Truman and First Lady Bess Truman. The city is sacred to the Latter-day Saint movement, as the home of Joseph Smith's 1831 Temple Lot, and the headquarters of several Mormon denominations. Number 4. Columbia, Missouri. Columbia is a city in the U.S. state of Missouri. It is the county seat of Boone County and home to the University of Missouri. Founded in 1821, it is the principal city of the three-county Columbia metropolitan area. It is Missouri's fourth most populous, with an estimated 128,555 residents in 2022. As a Midwestern college town, Columbia maintains high-quality health care facilities, cultural opportunities, and a low cost of living. The tripartite establishment of Stevens College in 1833, the University of Missouri in 1839, and Columbia College in 1851, which surround the city's downtown to the east, south, and north, has made Columbia a center of learning. At its center is 8th Street, also known as the Avenue of the Columns, which connects Francis Quadrangle and Jesse Hall to the Boone County Courthouse and the City Hall. Originally an agricultural town, education is now Columbia's primary economic concern, with secondary interests in the healthcare, insurance, and technology sectors. It has never been a manufacturing center. Companies like Shelter Insurance, Carfax, Veterans United Home Loans, Slackers, CDS, and Games and Dungarees were founded in the city. Cultural institutions include the State Historical Society of Missouri, the Museum of Art and Archaeology, and the annual True and False Film Festival and the Roots and Blues Festival. The Missouri Tigers, the state's only college athletic program which sponsors FBS football, play football at Forough Field and basketball at Mizzou Arena as members of the rigorous Southeastern Conference. The city rests upon the forested hills and rolling prairies of mid-Missouri, near the Missouri River Valley, where the Ozark Mountains begin to transform into plains and savanna. Limestone forms bluffs and glades while rain dissolves the bedrock, creating caves and springs which water the Hinkson, Roch Perchet, and Bonfim creeks. Surrounding the city, Rock Bridge Memorial State Park, Mark Twain National Forest, and Big Money National Fish and Wildlife Refuge form a greenbelt preserving sensitive and rare environments. The Columbia Agriculture Park is home to the Columbia Farmers Market. The first humans who entered the area at least 12,000 years ago were nomadic hunters. Later, woodland tribes lived in villages along waterways and built mounds in high places. The Osage and Missouri nations were expelled by the exploration of French traders and the rapid settlement of American pioneers. The latter arrived by the Boone's Lick Road and hailed from the culture of the uplands south, especially Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. From 1812, the Boone's Lick area played a pivotal role in Missouri's early history and the nation's westward expansion. German, Irish, and other European immigrants soon joined. The modern populace is unusually diverse, over 8% foreign-born. White and black people are the largest ethnicities, and people of Asian descent are the third largest group. Columbia has been known as the Athens of Missouri for its classic beauty and educational emphasis, but is more commonly called Como. Number 3. Springfield, Missouri. Springfield is the third most populous city in the U.S. state of Missouri and the county seat of Greene County. The city's population was 169,176 at the 2020 census. It is the principal city of the Springfield metropolitan area, which had an estimated population of 487,061 in 2022 and includes the counties of Christian, Dallas, Greene, Polk, and Webster. The city sits on the Springfield Plateau of the Ozarks, which ranges from nearly level to rolling hills. Springfield is the second largest urban area in the Ozarks. Springfield's nicknames include Queen City of the Ozarks and the birthplace of Route 66. The city has been called the Buckle of the Bible Belt due to its association with evangelical Christianity. The city is the headquarters for Bass Pro Shops and the adjoining Wonders of Wildlife Museum and Aquarium. It is also home to O'Reilly Auto Parts, which began as a family business with 13 employees in 1957. Springfield is close to Wilson's Creek National Battlefield and is along the National Historic Trail of Tears. In 2020, Springfield's largest ethnicities were 87.6% white, 4% black, and 5% two or more races, placing it among the least diverse cities in the United States. The city is a regional center of medical care, with the two largest hospitals, Cox Health and Mercy, being the largest employers in the city. Springfield hosts several universities and colleges, including Missouri State University, Drury University, and Evangel University. Springfield is an important regional center for distribution, logistics, and manufacturing. Number 2. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis is an independent city in the U.S. state of Missouri. It is located near the confluence of the Mississippi and the Missouri rivers. In 2020, the city proper had a population of 301,578 while its metropolitan area, which extends into Illinois, had an estimated population of over 2.8 million. It is the largest metropolitan area in Missouri and the second largest in Illinois. The city's combined statistical area is the 20th largest in the United States. The land that became St. Louis had been occupied by Native American cultures for thousands of years before European settlement. The city was founded on February 14, 1764, by French fur traders Gilbert Antoine de Saint-Maxent, Pierre Lacaille, and Auguste Chaudeau. They named it for King Louis Roman IX of France, and it quickly became the regional center of the French Illinois country. In 1804, the United States acquired St. Louis as part of the Louisiana Purchase. In the 19th century, St. Louis developed as a major port on the Mississippi River from 1870 until the 1920 census. It was the fourth largest city in the country. It separated from St. Louis County in 1877, becoming an independent city and limiting its political boundaries. In 1904, it hosted the Louisiana Purchase Exposition, also known as the St. Louis World's Fair, and the Summer Olympics. St. Louis is designated as one of 173 global cities by the Globalization and World Cities Research Network. The GDP of Greater St. Louis was $209.9 billion in 2022. St. Louis has a diverse economy with strengths in the service, manufacturing, trade, transportation, and aviation industries. It is home to 15 Fortune 1000 companies, 7 of which are also Fortune 500 companies. Federal agencies headquartered in the city or with significant operations there include the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. Major research universities in Greater St. Louis include Washington University in St. Louis and St. Louis University, and the University of Missouri St. Louis. The Washington University Medical Center in the Central West End neighborhood hosts an agglomeration of medical and pharmaceutical institutions, including Barnes Jewish Hospital. St. Louis has 4 professional sports teams: the St. Louis Cardinals of Major League Baseball, the St. Louis Blues of the National Hockey League, St. Louis City SC of Major League Soccer, and the St. Louis Battlehawks of the United Football League. The city's attractions include the 630-foot, 192-meter Gateway Arch in downtown St. Louis, the St. Louis Zoo, the Missouri Botanical Garden, the St. Louis Art Museum, and Bellefontaine Cemetery. Number 1. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri KC or KCMO is the largest city in the U.S. state of Missouri by population and area. Most of the city lies within Jackson County and other portions spill into Clay, Platte, and Cass counties. It is the central city of the Kansas City metropolitan area, which straddles the Missouri-Kansas state line and has a population of 2,392,035 as of the 2020 census. The city had a population of 508,090, making it the 37th most populous city in the United States, as well as the 6th most populous city in the Midwest. Kansas City was founded in the 1830s as a port on the Missouri River at its confluence with the Kansas River from the west. On June 1, 1850, the town of Kansas was incorporated. Shortly after came the establishment of the Kansas Territory. Confusion between the two ensued, and the name Kansas City was assigned to distinguish them soon after. Sitting on Missouri's western boundary with Kansas, with downtown near the confluence of the Kansas and Missouri rivers, the city encompasses about 319.3 square miles, 826.3 square kilometers, making it the 25th largest city by total area in the United States. It is one of Jackson County's 2 seats along with the major satellite city of Independence, and its other major Missouri suburbs include Blue Springs, Lee's Summit, Raytown, and Liberty. Its major Kansas suburbs include Overland Park, Olathe, Lenox, and Kansas City, Kansas. The city is composed of several neighborhoods, including the River Market District, 18th and Vine District, and the Country Club Plaza. Celebrated cultural traditions include Kansas City Jazz Theater as a historical center of the vaudevillian Orpheum circuit in the 1920s, the nickname City of Fountains, since the Chiefs and Royals sports franchises and cuisine such as Kansas City-style barbecue and strip steak.